Yo, so the headlines about Diddy's arrest got everyone talking, but was it really that shocking? What if we told you this whole thing might be part of a bigger setup, maybe even by someone super close to him, like Jay-Z? Yeah, it sounds wild, but there are rumors that this arrest wasn't just some random event. People are saying it might have been orchestrated by someone in Diddy's inner circle. It all started with Diddy's sudden move to New York. On the surface, it seemed like he was simply preparing for the legal battle ahead. His lawyer made a statement saying, Diddy is a music icon, a self-made entrepreneur, and that he voluntarily relocated to New York in anticipation of the charges. However, Diddy's arrest in a Manhattan hotel wasn't as straightforward as the official narrative suggests. On the night of the arrest, federal agents moved in on Diddy's hotel in New York City, reportedly taking him into custody without much resistance. The charges had been looming over him for months, and many had been expecting something like this to happen. Despite that, the timing, location, and circumstances all seem a little too convenient, especially for someone as experienced as Diddy, who had managed to avoid serious legal trouble for decades despite a controversial career. The ease with which he was caught raised suspicion. Fans and insiders quickly began to speculate that there was more to the story than what met the eye. Diddy returning to New York, fully aware of the pending arrest, seems to suggest that he was walking into a trap, perhaps under the belief that he had a chance to clear his name or negotiate a deal to keep his freedom. This is where Jay-Z's name enters the conversation. For years, Diddy and Jay-Z have been seen as both rivals and allies. Their relationship has always been complicated, marked by moments of mutual support and times when their competitive nature came to the forefront.
When you got a lot of cars, don't even drive no more. When you expected to win, they ain't surprised no more. Hold up, stop, wait, reverse the tape. How much money can a nigga make in one place? How much dough can you hold in one safe?
Jay-Z himself once acknowledged this, saying that they push and inspire each other, describing it as a natural competitive relationship. However, some believe that Jay-Z may have taken that competition to a whole new level, possibly seeing an opportunity to distance himself from the chaos surrounding Diddy and secure his own position in the industry. A theory circulating online suggests that Jay-Z could have played a key role in Diddy's downfall, not by directly turning him in, but by manipulating events. Diddy, already feeling the legal pressure, might have received a call from Jay-Z, offering him what seemed like a way out, perhaps a deal with the FBI or a promise that cooperating would lead to an easier outcome. Given Jay-Z's influence and connections, such a scenario wouldn't be far-fetched. Diddy, eager to protect his legacy, may have taken the bait and headed to New York, believing he was about to negotiate a settlement or cooperation. Instead, he walked straight into the hotel where federal agents were waiting. His arrest went down without any major drama, and suddenly, Diddy found himself in custody, while Jay-Z remained untouched by the scandal and continued his reign as one of the music industry's biggest power players. The lingering speculation is that Jay-Z might have tipped off the authorities or simply allowed events to unfold, knowing that with Diddy out of the picture, his own empire would continue to grow uncontested. This wouldn't be the first time Jay-Z's been linked to shady moves behind the scenes. His rise to the top in the music industry has always been followed by rumors. While he's never been caught up in anything as messy as Diddy's current drama, people close to both of them have pointed out how Jay-Z has this way of avoiding trouble while keeping his hands clean. He's the ultimate businessman, and sometimes even friendships get sacrificed in the name of business. But what about Diddy's circle? It's important to remember that Diddy hasn't been rolling solo all these years. He's always had an entourage of loyal people around him. The thing is, loyalty in the world of power and money can be pretty shaky. There are rumors that some of Diddy's closest people might have had a hand in setting him up, whether it was out of fear for their own futures or a calculated move to save themselves. The idea that some of Diddy's inner circle could have been working with the law isn't all that far-fetched. Just look at the lawsuits and accusations that have been stacking up against Diddy over the years. While he's managed to dodge many of them by settling, the sheer amount of accusations, from violent behavior to shady dealings, suggests there are people in his life who know way more than they're letting on. Could it be that some of these insiders, people Diddy's trusted for years, decided it was time to jump ship and make deals with the authorities in exchange for immunity? It wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like this go down in the celebrity world. The theory that Diddy was set up by his closest people becomes even more believable when you think about the timing of his arrest. Why did it take so long for law enforcement to act, especially when the accusations had been piling up for months? Some people believe this delay was planned, giving his inner circle enough time to distance themselves and cut deals with the authorities. By the time Diddy showed up in New York, it was already too late for him to do anything but fall right into their trap. One name that keeps popping up in all these rumors is Lil Rod, a former associate of Diddy, who recently filed his own lawsuit against the mogul. Jones's claims about hidden cameras in Diddy's properties and secret recordings of powerful people doing shady stuff have only added fuel to the fire. According to Lil Rod, Diddy had compromising footage of celebs, execs, and athletes at his wild parties, footage that could ruin careers. Some are speculating that Diddy's arrest might be tied to these tapes and that Jay-Z, along with other big names, wanted to make sure none of it ever came out. But here's the twist. What if Jay-Z and others in Diddy's circle weren't just trying to protect themselves from the fallout of these recordings? What if they saw an opportunity to take Diddy out of the picture entirely, securing their own futures by turning him over to the feds? This way, they could eliminate any threats to their reputations and at the same time, take down one of their biggest rivals in the industry.
Oh, you put that thing on the woo!
So you see how we do it here on the Saturday. This is where it's about to be. I mean, look at my mantras real quick. Be kind.
Leave that one nigga.
Be fearless. What's it called? It's more. Yeah, more.
The theory is picking up steam by the day, especially as more details about Diddy's arrest come out. The way it all unfolded, the quick settlement of Cassie's lawsuit, the sudden raids on Diddy's properties, and the whispers about Jay-Z's role paints a picture of a takedown that was carefully planned. If Jay-Z really had a hand in this, it could go down as one of the biggest betrayals in hip-hop history. Imagine that. Two of the most powerful people in the music industry, once friends and collaborators, now tangled in a high-stakes game of power and survival. Diddy, stuck in a web of accusations and legal drama, and Jay-Z, possibly pulling strings behind the scenes to keep his empire untouched. It's the kind of story that only happens in the world of celebrities, where loyalty fades fast, and betrayal is just another move in the game. As more rumors fly and new info comes to light, one thing's for sure, this isn't over. Diddy might be behind bars, but the real story of how he ended up there is still unfolding. Whether Jay-Z was directly involved or not, his name is forever tied to the downfall of one of his oldest friends. Fans are left watching the drama play out, wondering who will come out on top in this game of power, betrayal, and survival. But let's be real. Even if Diddy was set up, a lot of people think he's far from an innocent victim. In fact, some say he had this coming for a long time. Over the years, Diddy's been at the center of countless controversies, and this latest arrest feels like the climax of a long history of shady behavior. Sure, it's easy to get swept up in the drama of Jay-Z's potential betrayal, but the truth is Diddy's problems run a lot deeper than just this. Diddy's been in and out of legal trouble for years, but a lot of it got swept under the rug with quiet settlements. People started wondering just how much dirt got hidden. Think about all those lawsuits from employees and associates claiming they were wronged by him. Most ended in undisclosed deals, which just adds to the speculation that Diddy's been hiding something and maybe using money to keep people quiet. There are even theories floating around that Diddy had deeper connections to law enforcement than anyone realized. Some folks think he might have been working with the FBI as an informant, which would explain how he's dodged serious legal trouble for so long. It's wild to think about, but the theory really picked up after some high-profile incidents, especially after the shooting of Notorious B.I.G. back in 1997. While Diddy's always said he didn't know who was responsible, there are those who believe he was working with the authorities to take down certain individuals tied to the case. None of this has been proven, but the idea that Diddy was protected by law enforcement still lingers. Then there's the whole situation with Keefe D, who's currently facing charges related to Tupac's murder. He claims that Diddy paid for a hit on Tupac, which only stirs up more controversy.
I was on top of the world until I met your motherfucking ass, dude. Shit is wrong, dude. Come on, homie. I need something, so throw a dog up on or something. Sitting up there talking about you, daddy love. Show us some love.
Rumors are just rumors, but if even a fraction of this is true, it paints a picture of a man who's been playing a dangerous game for a long time. Diddy's built his empire on power, influence, and fear, and it's finally catching up with him. And it's not just the criminal allegations. Diddy's been accused of some shady business practices, too. Former Bad Boy Records artists have come out saying they were financially exploited by him. Mace, for example, publicly called him out for withholding royalties and keeping artists locked in unfair contracts, preventing them from benefiting from their own success. Mace even accused Diddy of being a hypocrite, saying he talks about black empowerment but behind closed doors. He's holding back the very people who helped build his empire. The irony of Diddy's downfall is hard to miss. For so long, he seemed untouchable. Rumors and allegations kept coming, but nothing stuck. He always managed to stay one step ahead, avoiding the consequences that others would have faced. But now, with his arrest and all the evidence piling up, it looks like Diddy's luck might have finally run out. People have been all over him lately, and some think that he has always been troublesome. There is something about Diddy's eyes. He has almost a dead look. The man has an evil aura. Another person said, "Put this garbage away and throw away the key." So vile. This whole Diddy situation just keeps getting crazier. Whether he brought it on himself or got played by the people closest to him, one thing's for sure. It's a wild ride. But what do you guys think? Is Diddy finally facing the music, or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.